guys, welcome back. Hope you're all doing well. So, we've finally made it. 1K subscribers. Well, actually, it's now 1.15K subscribers. And I know this video is coming a bit late, but as I said before already, I wanted to have this Q&A, the answers, the questions over the community tab, but I just got it last night, so yeah, anyway, I would say we're gonna get right into it. Let me just pour a drink. Also, I got a little bit of a crunch factor, just a little snack. They're actually salt and vinegar crisps, my favorite. And some cheese balls, because who doesn't like cheesy balls? So, before I start answering your questions, I just want to say thanks very much for the 1K. That was for me personally the biggest milestone. Like, it's always kind of said like, yeah, the first 100 is the most difficult, and then it kind of like goes uphill. But I think the first 100 wasn't so like bad. Like, I wasn't, my anticipation to get the first 100 was big, but it wasn't as big as the first 1,000, because it's like 1,000 people. It's like, oh wow, you know, like I always think like 100 people you have like fairly quickly or fairly easily, but 1,000 people, that's already something. So I am not doing the questions in any particular order. I haven't sorted them out. These are basically just some screenshots which I've taken now from YouTube, and I'm just gonna go through them one by one. Could be that I might answer a question twice. So, first question: do you like making videos? Of course I like making videos. I have to admit, like, you know, on some days when I have a difficult work day, as you may or may not know, I work in a kitchen, so it's not the easiest job in the world. I stand all day. I don't really get to eat at work. When I have time to eat, which is usually at the end of the day, I decide not to eat. I just want to go home, eat at home, make my videos. So of course those days I might lack a little bit of energy in my videos, or, you know, I don't know, just don't quite feel the vibe, but I'm always happy to sit down, enjoy a meal, and share it with you guys. So, yes, I really, really enjoy making videos. Question number 2. Do your family know you're on YouTube? If so, have they expressed their feelings about it? Yes, I pretty much tell everybody who, you know, I mean, I won't go up to somebody and go like, oh hey, hi, how you doing? I'm David. Oh, by the way, I have a YouTube channel. It's Dave KSMR. So I won't do that, but you know, if it comes up or something, I tell basically everybody that I have a YouTube channel. So yes, my parents know, my brother knows, even though he's not too interested, but that's a different story. Obviously my wife knows, and my mother-in-law. Also all my friends know, and which are not that many. And also my work colleagues know. Actually, actually, my work colleagues subscribe to my channel and watch it sometimes, I guess. I don't know if you're watching. Hey. I have to express the feelings about it. My mother was a bit skeptical at first. She was kind of like, what, you're just shoving food in your face. You're not gonna get fat. That's just her. My father hasn't really said much to it, except that he's like, oh, okay. Mind you, he's not so big into social media, so there's that part. Yeah, and my work colleagues and my friends, they were basically just like, oh, cool. How's it going? So, yeah, that's basically it. My wife supports me 100%. My mother-in-law, she also sometimes watches my videos, has also subscribed, of course. So I have my parents, or my mother at least. My father doesn't, like, I don't think he's ever on YouTube. And yeah, so it's been quite okay, I guess. And to be honest, if somebody expresses a negative opinion about it, hey, you don't have to watch my content. It's my thing anyway. It's kind of like my hobby, pastime. So, apart from playing computer games, and of course my children. Well, they're not really a hobby, but you get the point. Alright. Number 2. I kind of thought this question was gonna come up like in some sort of way. Sorry, question number 3. Are you eating massively from the start or just for the channel? In brackets, so much big bites you took, bro. And tell us about your mic. Well, first of all, my mic, as you can see here, Blue Yeti. Very good microphone. I actually bought this because I wanted to stream on Twitch. Well, I did actually stream on Twitch, which takes a lot of time and effort also. Hats off to everybody who does it on a daily basis. Really, it's quite something. And yeah, so it's a good microphone. It's about 150 euros, dollars. Depends where you are in the world, but yeah, I can only really recommend this microphone. It's very good. Yeah, so about the eating, no, usually I don't eat huge massive bites. I mean, my wife always tells me that I have a big mouth, and she always wonders how can I fit so much food in my mouth, but I won't sit down and eat like, I don't know, like a burger in 3 bites. You know, I usually enjoy my food. Of course, for the videos it's a bit different. You know, I have this feeling a lot of people want to see big bites and not just like nibbling away at, like, I don't know, a chocolate bar or something. Like, I also personally feel when I watch someone else's videos that you know, big bites is where it's at. So I kind of like, I do the things that I enjoy watching because I feel that, you know, other people enjoy that too. So yeah, but I can also sit down and really enjoy a meal and just savor every bite, believe it or not. So, question number 4. What is the name of your 2 children? Maya and Daniel. Question number 5. Crap, I cut that off. Oh yeah, now I remember. If I'm planning to have any more like guests on my videos or plan to do any more collabs in the future. Also, where did you learn to cook? So, guests, depends what you mean with guests. I'm a small little YouTuber. I can't even call myself a YouTuber. Well, I've got 100 uploads, so yes. So, of course, I mean, I'm happy to collab with whoever. I would like to have guests. It's, of course, not so easy to sit people down in a quiet room and munch away with you on some food. Also, my life revolves around work, family, and YouTube. So I don't really go out a lot. All my best friends are in Austria. I see them maybe once or twice a year. Yeah, so. And about, like I said, the digital collabs, if you want to call it like that, like the YouTube collabs with other creators, I have some in mind. And there's also like one in plan, but that's still gonna take a little while because she's busy at the moment with other things, and yeah. But we already agreed that we're gonna do a collab later on, but I'll get to that once we do the actual collab. Okay, this was the other one. Yes. That's a good question. I guess everybody wants to know, more or less, like about any creator on YouTube. What made you want to start this channel? So there's a bit of a story to this. I actually. I actually always wanted to do something on YouTube, like, not as long as I've been watching YouTube, but especially in the last, like, I don't know, I would say now 5 to maybe 7, 8 years or something. I've always like thought, like, YouTube, that would be so great as a career, even, like, do something you love, and it's different to an actual normal job. So I've always wanted to be on YouTube, on this platform, and actually create something. Then a couple of years ago, I started, finally, and I made a cooking channel. I got myself a Canon G7X Mark II, and yeah, started doing cooking videos. But at that time, we also had a restaurant, my wife and I, and being in the restaurant and having the kids and literally staying up until 2-3 o'clock in the morning editing videos, uploading, it was awful. Like, I mean, it was a great experience, but it was just like, it just killed me, like, so quickly. So I gave that up, and then I wanted to start vlogging, which kind of like didn't really work out. Like, I thought like I don't have like good enough content. Also, my wife didn't want to be in it, so I couldn't really start the family vlog either. And I was thinking, like, I'm not gonna vlog about like what I got to work, I come home. There's not a lot I can really, I'm kind of like, this stage in my life is a bit like boring. Well, not for me, but like for other people to watch. And yeah, then I actually, like I said, I started streaming games on Twitch. And at some point I discovered like ASMR, and just a sec. Yeah, sorry, my wife called. I had to answer. She's been calling already 3 times. Yeah, so anyway, so why did I stop? Yeah, so I streamed on Twitch, and that also takes like so much effort. And then I found the ASMR videos, and I have this feeling a lot of people, like including myself, had this approach to ASMR that it was like, when I saw it the first time, I was like, what? Like, what's this like weird stuff? Like, I kind of like pushed it to the side. But of course I saw it more and more in my YouTube recommended. And then I started watching like normal ASMR videos, not eating. And the more I watched, the more I got into it, the more like I started to understand like the thing behind it, and like, the reasons for it. So yeah, and with me watching more ASMR content, of course, then I got recommended. I think one of the first videos I saw was SAS ASMR. And with that, of course, then also came the mukbang videos, like the normal mukbang videos, but the ASMR was the first ones that I saw. And yeah, I started watching those, and I kind of was thinking, hey, wait a minute. They're getting paid to eat, and they're helping people. I love food. Like, I've been eating for 34 years now, and nobody has ever paid me like to eat. So I could do that, and it's also something that now fits my lifestyle. You know, it's something I can make the videos fairly quickly. Apart from the editing and the uploading, that takes forever. But the videos themselves, I can make fairly quickly, depending on what I make. So it kind of like it fits very well together with my lifestyle at the moment. So yeah, that's what made me want to start my channel. I think I've almost already answered the next two questions. How much time does it take for you to make and edit a video? And how old are you? So I am 34. And how long does it take me to make a video? Well, it depends. Like normal videos where I say I just sit down and I eat. Like I don't know, let's take like some recent video, the chicken video, the whole roasted chicken, or the triple cheeseburger. Like the whole roasted chicken, the preparation for that was literally just cut the chicken in half, throw it in the oven, wait 50 minutes, let it cool down for 10 minutes, sit down and, you know, scoff it down in, I don't know, was it like 15 minutes or something, or 20 minutes what it took me. So that's fairly quick. The burger video, the triple cheeseburger, which I did a few days ago, if you're counting in that I made the buns the day before, so it took me like, what, 40 hours to make the video, but it doesn't really count. Like altogether with like cooking the burger and baking the buns and everything, I would say it's about, yeah, a good like 2 hours or something like that. So I would say roughly about 2 hours. Then the cooking videos, the cooking and eating videos, which was also like the burger video that I did, where I made like step by step the process of making the burger buns and everything, because this recipe that I have, it takes like so long. It's like, I think, a 3 or 4 hour recipe. That took me the whole video, like just to sit down, and plus the eating took me like, I think, 5.5 or 6 hours. So almost a whole work day. So I needed a day off to actually make that. The pizza video that I did also took me a good, I think, 2.5 hours or something. Because, you know, like setting up the camera, like I have to take all my gear, my 2 lights, my camera, my microphone. I have to, if I don't have the laptop at home, I need to literally take my PC into the kitchen, because the microphone is connected to the camera and it needs a computer to like convert the signal. So it needs a computer. So I have to take everything and transfer it to the kitchen. I have literally my computer standing in the kitchen with the lights and everything. And then set up the camera. Then if you have a different shot, I need to like reposition the camera, reposition the lights, reposition the microphone. It's you know, it's quite time consuming. So that takes me quite a lot of time. And then of course, as soon as the food is ready, or maybe even before, I have to bring everything back to my little office here, so I can actually film all the stuff here. So it's, yeah. And then of course the editing process, because I'm doing everything after work. Like I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, go to work. I'm home usually at 1:30, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Then if I'm quick, if I don't like cook for the videos. I'm usually ready by 4-ish. I'm quite tired. Sometimes I even have a nap because the video food is sometimes, well, actually often the first like food I eat, and then I eat such a big portion, and like so quickly that of course I get tired after working and everything. So sometimes I even have a nap. So or I don't know. Sometimes I just really like I can't be bothered, and I was like, I still have to edit, and I like editing videos, but sometimes I'm just tired, and you want to just switch off and just sit in front of the TV or I don't know, play computer or something. And so depending on how my motivational level and energy levels are, it takes me between, I would say, 1 to 1.5 hours to edit my videos. The uploading is because my internet connection is not that great. Takes me, well, now I've toned down the quality of the videos a little bit. I don't know if you've noticed the last 2 or 3 videos. Because I've changed my internet connection to something a bit cheaper, never mind. So it now takes about like 1.5 to 2 hours to upload a video. So that means my videos upload in my time between, depending how quick I am, between 10 in the evening and 12, like between midnight. So yeah, it's it takes over the majority of my afternoon and evening and night. What camera and what mic do you use? Well, as I told you already, Blue Yeti microphone, can only highly recommend. The camera is a Canon 6D Mark II with a 24 to 105 STM lens, if that helps. Was it like a f3.5 to 5.6 or something? If you're a camera nerd, then you know what I'm talking about. If not, then it's a pretty good camera. I have that actually because I wanted to get into food photography, and I bought this semi-professional camera to actually take food pictures, like semi-professionally for restaurants. I tried it for a year. I never got anybody to pay me. It didn't work out. So yeah, and I always bought the camera with like this mindset that I need, or I want a camera that can also do video fairly good. So yeah. Next question. Can you do a video where you're talking? It's this video. Alright, next question. Are you a professional chef or something like that? Yes, I am a professional chef. I am currently 15 years into my cooking career. And I've worked in quite a few places. I trained in a 5-star hotel in Austria, in Vienna. I've worked in a retirement home, in like a very small restaurant in the city center of Vienna. I'm now working in a prep kitchen where we send out food to like stores and supermarkets, but like quite high quality. We make like everything ourselves and so on. And I've also had my own restaurant. I got to see quite a lot actually. Alright, what's your favorite food? How long have you and your wife been together? My favorite food, it's difficult because I have so many foods that I have so many memories of. Being Austrian, I could say no, schnitzel is one of my absolute favorites. Or deep fried chicken, but the way my grandmother used to make it, with potatoes, Austrian potato salad. Also, I love a good pork roast, nice and garlicky, lots of caraway with it. Oh, perfect. But I think my overall top food or most favorite food has to be like a good burger, like a really good, simple burger. Amazing bun, amazing beef, amazing mayonnaise, just some fresh lettuce, tomato, onion, pickles maybe. Some good french fries with it. Oh, I could always go for that. Would you ever move to LA? I guess. I don't know. I've been living in the city for the majority of my life, like city center. I'm actually quite happy now living a bit more like on the countryside-ish. How old are you? 34, we already had that. Is your profession chef? Yes. What inspired you to start a YouTube channel? Well, I think I've covered that already. Okay. We're almost through with all the questions, I think. Yes. Alright. What made you become a chef? I mean, obviously the love for food, but was there a specific moment or dish? Also, are you gonna come to the US anytime soon? I'm planning to come to the US at some point. I would love to do a road trip through the US and really take in like the food, especially the food culture, but of course everything else that comes like with a road trip. But finances. Yeah, crap, the camera just got out. Yeah, so I don't know where to stop, but yes, I would love to come to the US, but finances are a huge issue. Yeah, sorry. So I forgot again where I stopped. Oh yeah, coming to the US. Yeah, so like it's financially it's a bit difficult at the moment. Let's put it this way. But it's on my bucket list. What made me become a chef? Various reasons. My grandmother was a huge. Wait a second. I don't know if you can see, but there's actually a lock on. Yeah, I don't know if you can see this, like, I can't see this in the... My gran, she was kind of the one who, like, sparked the love for food in me. Like, I always used to look forward when I was going, like, you know, to my grandparents at, you know, my grand's cooking. It's like, oh my god, that was one of the highlights for me as a kid. She was an amazing cook. I mean, she wasn't a trained chef or anything, she just really knew, like, how to cook for the family. And yeah, so that was the biggest, like, starter. And then my brother actually went to the tourism school, and I was always impressed, like, you know, like you're standing in the kitchen cutting with the knife, like, quickly, and so on and so forth. So that was something also, like, that really impressed me in a way. And I always said, I want to be able to do that. I want to cut like that. Yeah. And then the third thing, which was also quite a big factor, I hated school and I sucked at school. So that was kind of like also my turning point. I was quite old already. I was like 20 when I started cooking, like my apprenticeship. So I kind of knew that I wanted to do that. Like, I turned around one day and I said, like, I want to be a chef, and I haven't looked back since. It's not the easiest job in the world, granted, but it's a very satisfying job. Not every day, but at the end, it's very satisfying. Alright, guys, that was all the questions that we've had. I hope I haven't left any out. If I've left some out, let me know. I'll answer them in the next video. I just want to say now at the end, if you've stuck with me this far, thank you, because I've already restarted the camera once, so this is gonna be like a long video. I like to just babble and ramble on, like when I get the chance to talk, so yeah, sorry about that. I just want to say one thing, or ask you for one thing. If it's like, I checked my monetization status last night, and I haven't checked it before I made this video because, again, like, been a bit like late today from work. And currently I'm standing at 1,025 hours. You may know or may not know that in order to get the monetization level, you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 public watched hours. And I'm currently standing at 1,025. So if it's not too much hassle, guys, please let one of my playlists run in the background. You don't have to watch the videos, you know. If you can just turn it on and just go away and just do something completely different, like, doesn't matter to me. Yeah? But it would really help me out just to like push those watch hours a little bit further, and that would be amazing. But please don't go out of your way if your mobile data plan or your internet data plan doesn't allow for it. You know, you have some limited amount of like data that you can use. Don't bother. If you have unlimited and you have time and you want to invest in electricity, then I'd be super happy and like really grateful for that. That would be amazing. Yeah, and other than that, thank you for all the great comments. Of course, I love connecting with you guys, and also the super positive comments like also help me, like fuel me in order to like, you know, keep going. I think every creator kind of like has the same feeling. If I just had hate comments all the time, it would be a bit difficult, but you know, the haters, just brush them off, continue what you're doing, because hey, you're never gonna make everybody happy, and the haters can get stuffed. Yeah, so thank you so much. And I want to say, as the ending thing, with all the things that are going on right now, you know, the coronavirus spreading, I've now had we have now in a little town here, I'm 40 kilometers outside of Helsinki, so actually quite like far away from the biggest city in Finland. But we today had the first confirmation of coronavirus here in our city. In Helsinki there's already been like some, like I think 150 or something. But now it's already like spread to our city. And I got a text message before in the group chat from our work. A colleague, how is it? A classmate of my work colleague's son has tested positive or has the symptoms and is just being tested, and they are waiting the results. So, you know, like, it's like closing in. People are going nuts everywhere. Like, I've been to the shop today. I wanted to just to buy some hand disinfectant, you know, just to have some, like a bottle or two. Not stockpiling like some other people did. There was nothing. Be considerate to other people. You know, it doesn't help if you're stockpiling everything at home and other people can't disinfect. It doesn't make sense. Like, if there's just one person that's or 10 people that are disinfected, but there's another 150,000 that are not, you know, like, doesn't really make sense. And please, guys, stay safe, use common sense, stay sanitized, and I hope we're all gonna like sit this out, which I'm sure we will. Yeah, so that's the very last thing, which I actually forgot now. I want to maybe change my setup. I'm not quite sure yet if I'm gonna do it or not over the weekend. But stay tuned, and then of course I will ask you your opinion later if I'm gonna do it or not. Alright guys, take care so much, have an amazing weekend, have an amazing day, evening, whatever, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.